Boom. All right, movie review, him. All right, so I did an instant reaction. Some of y'all may have seen it, may not. If you haven't, please check it out. And also subscribe to this page. We need your subscribers. Please subscribe to our page. Please, we need you. But him. Okay, this is a non-spoiler review. I'm gonna do a spoiler review, but this is a non-spoiler review. This is labeled as a sports horror film, okay? And I was watching the trailers, and I see Marlon Wayans in there. It was like disjointed. You see no pentagram. I'm like, what in the world's going on here? And it's everything that it's built to be. It is a movie that is a sports horror. Now, one thing about I liked about him. There's some things I didn't like about it. But one thing I liked about him was, unlike other movies that have a sports somewhat theme, the sports does not take a backdrop to it. So like Jeepers Creepers 2, like it was a football team on a bus, but that's only about the sports aspect of it. All right, they don't never go back to any of the sports aspect of it. It's a horror film with a sports theme. So the football theme, the allure, the fandom, all kind of turns into a little bit of a horror. And I think that's really an interesting angle to take it, and an interesting angle to move in. And I find what they're doing with that is kind of cool. I really do enjoy a lot of those things that they got going on with this movie. I think Marlon Wayans knocked it out of the park. Marlon Wayans can really act. I don't even know how good of an actor that dude is, but Marlon Wayans is a phenomenal actor, and the guy who plays the young athlete, he did well, and I like their dynamic. It's really interesting. Now they originally wanted to name this movie Goat, but they had to change it and name him because there was another movie that was coming out. They took the name Goat, so they had to change it up real quick. But if you watch the movie, you'll hear them use the word goat a lot. All right, and that's the reason why, because it originally was supposed to be called Goat. And I think they might have added the word him in a couple of times, because they tried to overly insert the word I'm him, a lot too in there. Now keep in mind, Jordan Peele does not direct this movie. This movie is produced by Jordan Peele, but Justin Tippins is the director. Now, and of course, there is a Jordan Peele stylist to the movie. There's a lot of style to the movie. The editing is good to the movie. Acting's good, but it's just some things it just doesn't hit. And I've heard a lot of people say this, and I agree. This movie was daring. Okay, it was daring. It was a very daring movie. It was very risque, if you could use a word. And so I applaud him for that. But some things just didn't hit, and some things just did hit. And so it had, to me, it was like weird pacing. Like when we got into the Marlon Wayans combine thing, because he has this injury, and so he's going to like this advanced boot camp with Marlon Wayans, and Marlon Wayans is like the Tom Brady of this universe, and they can't use none of the NFL names or teams or imaging, so he's playing for the San Antonio Saviors. All right, and I think that name Savior is a little subliminal messaging there too. I think they try to do a lot of subliminal messaging, and I think sometimes they got lost in some of the messaging and got a little bit too much. I think there were certain things that it just didn't hit, and I don't know why. It's a very unique movie. I didn't give a rating for him because I need to think about it. But if I could rate him, I would rate it 3 stars. I rate 3 stars. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. I respect the attempt of doing something completely unique and cool, and I think that's what drawn so many of us to watch this movie. Is this the trailer did a great job of drawing you in. The synopsis, the idea was really revolutionary, and so I applaud them for that. And trying to execute this is not an easy thing because they're building a template. So. And I mean, they take a premise and idea we've seen before with The Apprentice and the OG, or whatever you want to call it. Devil's Advocate, I think, might be the best movie of that display with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves. But this one is interesting. Marlon Wayans, I think the kid did a phenomenal job. but there's just some stuff that just didn't stick. And so, but yeah, we're gonna be looking more into looking. I'm gonna come up with a spoiler review as well. But definitely go check it out, man. Support it. It's African Americans doing great film work, and so we just want to support those things. But there's some things that just didn't stick in the movie. I think that's why they didn't release a lot of the reviews until to the date of the film, because I think it was very mixed baggish, and some people liked it, some people didn't like it, some people were like me, kind of indifferent. And I think that a lot of people are going to be indifferent watching this movie. It's like, oh, it's not bad, but it ain't good. And I think a lot of us was coming into the film like, this is going to blow us away. It wasn't one of those movies that you come out the theater and you have like conversations about. You know, it's not going to be that type of film. So you're looking and think it's going to be something like a Get Out type of experience. It's not going to be that way. But they wanted to be that way. They tried, but it just didn't hit the same way. But let me know in your comments what you think about the movie Him, and let me know. Peace.